This creator is using MrBeast's name to scam you, in my opinion. And today we're going to go down the rabbit hole of people selling their YouTube channels and or portions of their YouTube channels. Why you should never buy a YouTube channel isn't really something I thought I'd talk about, but after days and days of this one guy targeting me on Instagram with these ads for some reason to invest in his YouTube channel, I'm slowly starting to realize this is probably only the beginning of this trend. So I thought that we'd take a look into this and I'd share, I guess, some of the insight I have as being a full-time creator for about 8 years now on why you should never buy or invest in a YouTube channel, especially as someone who's not a full-time creator themselves, because often it's hard to vet if it's actually a good investment or not. So quick disclaimer, this video, it's just my opinion, and it should only be considered as my goofy opinion on a goofy way to raise some money. And I mean, this is so goofy to the point where it almost comes across as a scam, or kind of does. But I found out about this a couple days ago when I received an ad for this on Instagram. What if you could go back in time and own a piece of MrBeast? Oh no. If you have to piggyback off of someone else's success story to raise money, it's probably a little bit too early for you to raise money. So I guess the full ad says, what if you could go back in time and own a piece of MrBeast? With the digital content creation market projected to skyrocket from $27.3 billion in 2023 to a staggering $61.9 billion by 2030, now's the time to invest. Okay, why would we invest in this guy though? But I guess now they'll pitch themselves. With over 1.5 million subscribers on his YouTube channel, Sean's loyal active community is continuously increasing. He's generated an impressive 55 grand in revenue, showcasing the skyrocketing interest and trust in his brand in 2023 alone. That's an impressive 1,146% increase in revenue. Sean Hansen has given you a front row seat to join his digital empire. The opportunities to create revenue are endless. Okay, that's awesome that he can now be full-time, but why he's raising money on his second year of being full-time as a personality creator, a little bit confusing to me. So I wanted a little bit more information, so I went onto this campaign website, and here he's looking to raise about $120,000 for 10% of his creator revenue with a 10-year term length. So he's given himself a $1.2 million valuation for this 10-year period of time. Okay, so looking at his channel, he's a short-form creator who does sketch comedy. Why would he need to sell 10% of his YouTube channel, especially to the public, and pay for a bunch of Instagram ads to then sell the shares? But this is where it gets pretty wild, because here you see some ridiculous graphs that just don't make sense. I guess it's to Moonboy, this guy's YouTube channel. Potential investor distributions, which is, I guess, total revenue over 10 years. So if you invest $50 and he makes $2 million over 10 years, you'll get a 1.3x return on your investment, which is very underwhelming for the amount of risk you're taking on here. Obviously, it just snowballs from there. So it jumps from 2 million to 5 million to 10 million to 50, 250 million to $1 billion. How he goes from there's like a couple slides and we're at $1 billion. So this guy is like kind of almost pitching like, hey, if I make $1 billion, you're gonna 543x your investment in me. Dude, to let you know how rare that is, I don't even think there's 10 creators who've generated $1 billion. There might not even be 5 creators who've generated $1 billion. Moonshot investment opportunity. This whole chart is just outrageous. It's like, dude, what are you doing? I don't know if the people on this platform sold him on this, or if this is like his version of productive procrastination. But if he just focused on making videos, or I guess products that give his audience some sort of value, he wouldn't need to sell 10% of his company. But he doesn't really state why or what he's raising money for, or at least it's very vague. The proceeds for the offering will fuel further expansion into longer form content, deepen our community engagement, and allow for more strategic brand partnerships. Dude, just make videos, as it just sounds like a terrible deal for investors, because the guy is a shorts channel, which doesn't really pay as much as long form content. It just overall comes across as a little bit of a cash grab, using MrBeast's name in the ads to grab the attention, then showing graphs like, if this shorts creator makes $1 billion, you will 500x your investment. Why he isn't just grinding like all the other long form creators have done is beyond me, because then he wouldn't have even had to raise money and give away equity of his channel this early in his career, because he doesn't have much of a track record here. We got 2022 revenue, 4 grand, 2023 revenue, 55 grand, and then we have no data on how 2024 is going so far, even though we're like halfway into the year. But he also made a handful of videos promoting this.
What's up, guys? I'm Sean Hansen, and I'm a YouTuber with around 2 million followers across all my platforms. And today I'm giving you the opportunity to invest into my creator career. So you might be wondering, how does this work?
I have committed everything surrounding my creator career to an LLC. This will include platform revenue, brand deals, businesses I start, as well as anything else related to my public persona. In addition, I have set up a new entity that I am giving anyone the ability to invest in. If the amount is raised, this entity will get 10% of the revenue rights from everything in my LLC right now, as well as 10% of the revenue rights from everything I create or build over the next 10 years.
So he's just selling 10% of his soul? This is what small business loans are for, dude. Like, I think he can grind it out and not even need money at all still. But this whole thing just leaves me and probably a lot of his viewers with a little bit of a sour taste in our mouth because it doesn't make sense. It just comes across like a cash grab.
One important thing to note is that anything created during this time period, investors will retain their rights to even after the term is over.
So now that you know how this works, let me tell you about my career.
But he's not really telling us what he's going to do in those 10 years other than, I guess, like build his channels and take it to a next level. Like, dude, if he starts working at a deli in the next 10 years, are we gonna get 10% of his income from the deli? This whole model just seems so weird. Actually, no, it says this is his public persona here on this website. But still, the whole model is just super weird.
I have 4 main revenue sources today. Number 1 is my YouTube channel, Never My Fault, which now has 1.5 million subscribers. Number 2, brand deals, which started to come in of early 2023. Number 3 is my YouTube channel, Fault Night, which I just launched in December of 2023 and is focused solely on long-form content.
Oh, okay, wait. So he has a long-form channel as well. Fault Night, dedicated to longer-form gaming content, primarily Fortnite. And here on this channel, we have 5 videos, and he hasn't posted in like 5 months. The last video has 900 views. Why is he raising money? He does have 2 videos that have done pretty well on this channel, but I don't understand why he's not doubling down on the videos that actually make him money and then just grinding out that game, and then you wouldn't even need to raise money, and then eventually you can just start, you know, hiring freelance editors if editing it is he needs help with, which is normally the first step in a YouTube business. People hire editors, because instead of doing that, for some reason he's now focusing time on trying to raise money off of 10% of the future value of his channel. So he knows how to make videos, but I have no idea why he's not focused on making viral videos rather than just trying to sell shares of a shorts channel and an active gaming channel. It seems like I enlisted this video, but when I first checked out his channel, he had this long form video on it talking about having creator burnout. And that's fine because it happens to most full-time creators, but it's also a bad look to be raising money while also talking about being creatively burned out, which is probably why he removed it or unlisted this video. Anyway, let's see the rest of the video here.
And number 4 is the rest of my platforms like TikTok, Snapchat, Discord, and a number of other YouTube channels. With this, I feel like I'm at an inflection point in my business where I feel like I could ramp up content production if I had additional funds, and in order to do that, I'm looking to you. Through the Crowdsurf platform, I'm looking to raise $120,000 in exchange for 10% of the revenue rights of everything in my LLC, as well as 10% of the revenue rights from everything I am going to create over the next 10 years.
So guys, right now we have a really strong foundation and things are good, but I know that they can be great. And that's why I'm looking to raise money, to ramp up my production, put my foot on the gas, and bring you guys along with me.
Dude, your foot should be on the gas already. You shouldn't need investor money to put your foot on the gas. You made a great salary last year. Keep running it up. There's no real need to raise money here. You're making 55 grand in a year. And there's definitely no need to use MrBeast's name in your advertising to raise funds. It just comes across as incredibly sketchy. He's also raising funds after an exponential growth phase, which was in 2023. But according to view stats, his views are down 50% in the last year compared to then. And I don't see any information on the website of him being transparent about that. There is no information about the trajectory of 2024 income. And this is why I heavily advise against any person who isn't already a full-time creator from investing in a YouTube channel, because you're buying a volatile, high-risk business that takes a lot of hours to run. It is just so much safer to just buy Google or Meta off the stock market if you want to invest in the future of the creator economy, rather than gambling on one individual creator.
Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it.
I mean, this might not be as bad as buying whatever coin Boogie2988 launched on Pump Fund, but I don't know how far away it is. But this is definitely starting to become a trend, because there was another larger channel by the name of Disrupt who did something like this as well, where the valuation just simply did not make sense.
I am selling this channel. Well, a portion of it, because a change is coming.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is almost identical, except the channel Disrupt makes long-form content. Either way, I wouldn't invest in either of these channels because the valuation is absurd. 2 million followers sound good until you realize it's all short form, which definitely has a lack of revenue. I wanted to make a video about this because now I've seen multiple million sub channels doing this, so I'm sure this is a trend that's going to continue, but I wanted you guys to be wary of it because I've probably been shown this guy's ads like 12 times in the last couple of days. I even left a comment a few days ago, but they kept feeding me the same ads. I don't know why they would waste ad spend on someone who replied that. But again, hey, this is all my opinion. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.